Good morning. I'm Surendra from Sanjeev Bharati School, Asiana Lucknow. I'm going to explain the topic respiration. The level is 10th CBSE. Now, the topic is respiration. Respiration is a chief characteristic feature of all the living organisms, maybe plant or maybe animals, or you can say this respiration occurs in unicellular living organisms as well as multicellular organisms also. Unicellular may be prokaryote or maybe eukaryotic cells. Unicellular, that is no doubt that is eukaryotic cell. Now first of all, respiration. Respiration, it is defined as it is the type of biochemic process or oxidative process, that is the oxidation, breaking of food supplement in the presence of oxygen. Oxidative process where all complex food materials get oxidized, or you can say break down into simple organic as well as inorganic substances, then CO2 in carbon dioxide and energy is formed. This type of the reaction is essential for all the living organisms. Now, in the definition, that is biochemic or oxidative. Bio means life, chemic means chemical. Means due to the some presence of chemical, the complex food material get oxidized. Or oxidative, in the presence of oxygen, the food material get oxidized or broken down into simplest form. And during this process, the energy as well as carbon dioxide are evolved. This phase is completed into two steps, that is glycolysis as well as Krebs cycle. The term glycolysis, glyco means glucose, lysis means breaking of glucose. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. There are no requirement of oxygen, it is just enzymatic type of reaction due to the presence of some enzymes inside the cytoplasm, that glucose get broken down into simplest form, that is pyruvate. How this glucose is formed? Earlier we are discussing in the digestion chapter, maximum food material get oxidized or digested to form in the form of glucose inside the small intestine by the process of absorption and due to the bloodstream. That glucose get diffuses inside our cells, and inside the cell cytoplasm is present. That glucose assimilate into the cytoplasm where the glycolysis and Krebs cycle takes place. Before that, we know about types of respiration. Types of respiration, it is basically categorized on the basis of type of cells. Some are unicellular organisms, some are multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms like bacteria, amoeba, they are prokaryotic also. Now, in prokaryotic cells, the glucose get broken down, but in the absence of oxygen, right? On this behalf, the respiration categorized as aerobic respiration as well as anaerobic respiration. First, we discussed about aerobic respiration. The most common point, oxygen is required. This anaerobic respiration, no oxygen is required. It occurs in the presence of carbon dioxide. Second, aerobic respiration, the breaking of glucose molecules. Now, C6H12O6 in the presence of oxygen, then it gets broken down to form energy. Right? That is the reaction of respiration. And it is the most important reaction in your 10th level. This is basically for 1 marks or maybe 2 marks. That is, write the chemical reaction of the respiration. If we elaborate this reaction, how it is completed. Now the first phase, second phase, what I have said, C6H12O6, that first converted into pyruvate, means I discussed that the respiration type of reaction completed into 2 steps, that is glycolysis and Krebs cycle. The glycolysis, where no requirement of oxygen, then glucose first converted into pyruvate. So we write down in, or I will explain in broad, C6H12O6 in cytoplasm no oxygen is required, then this glucose converted into pyruvate, right? And this phase occurs in cytoplasm, where no oxygen is required, only in the presence of enzyme it takes place. Now, this pyruvate enters inside the mitochondria. So we write that in mitochondria. Yes, oxygen is required. Here no oxygen is required, but inside the mitochondria oxygen is required. Then this pyruvate oxidized into carbon dioxide as well as water. Then energy is evolved, and the level of energy, that is 38 ATP. Again 1 marks question. In aerobic respiration, how much energy is formed? That is 38 ATP molecule energy is formed in aerobic respiration. In this case, again I am explaining that this is the general reaction for the aerobic respiration. C6H12O6 react with the oxygen, or you can say get oxidized, then carbon dioxide as well water molecules are formed and energy is evolved. This is the general reaction. But how it is formed? I explain the one molecule of glucose having 6 carbon in the cytoplasm where no requirement of oxygen, it converted into pyruvate, and that pyruvate enters inside the mitochondria where oxygen is required. In the presence of oxygen, that pyruvate again get oxidized. Now here the term we use oxidation, oxidized, then carbon dioxide, water molecules as well as energy is formed. So that is the basic concept for the aerobic respiration. The most important, this aerobic respiration is completed into 3 phenomena which I have already explained here. Number 1, pyruvate oxidation. Pyruvate oxidation means when the pyruvic acid enters inside the mitochondria where oxygen is present, then it gets oxidized. Or for the elaboration, this pyruvate is converted into acetyl coenzyme A, that is coenzymes, acetyl coenzyme A, that is the basic part of the pyruvate oxidation. Second is Krebs cycle, or it is also known as citric acid cycle. There is no confusion. Krebs cycle also known as citric acid cycle, because in your next level you know about what the citric acid and how it is formed. Now Krebs cycle is named because it was first discovered by Sir Hans Krebs. What will be done with the pyruvic acid. Now according to Krebs sir, or this pyruvic acid in the cyclic process get oxidized and release energy. Now in the Krebs cycle, where it is not visible to you. Now in Krebs cycle, that is acetyl coenzyme A derives a cycle of reaction to produce hydrogen. Right? This is the basic form of aerobic respiration. Now, the third part of this reaction, number 1, number 2, and number 3 for the aerobic respiration, that is electron transport chain. Electron transport chain, or you can say respiratory chain. What is this? Basically, the electron transport chain means after the oxidation process, the energy is formed in the form of ATP. How this energy get transported to entire part of the cellular organelles as well as entire part of the body. Now, basically, with the hydrogen in this process, basically some electron carrier which present in the mitochondria, they help to release energy out of the mitochondria, right? Now this phase I will again explain in my next video. So like this, subscribe this, and be cheer up. Thank you.